Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll start the discussion about a very important topic on regional geography. Though my channel is all about the social geography, but I know that of you are starting semester 3 and you have regional geography as a subject in your this semester. So I have made this kind of little bit videos about on the complicated topics which you have to deal in your syllabus, and I hope that from here you get little bit help. So I start with the growth pole theory. Growth pole theory, this theory is a very important concept of regional development. This theory was proposed by Parox in the year 1955. What Parox has said is very important. He said that the development is not very even process. Even it's not very balanced. There is a difference between the rapid development and the idea of the balanced development. In most of the cases, rapid development is there, but when it's come about the equilibrium of the development or the balance of the development, it is not maintained properly. He said that in every sector we have few kind of industry or firm which is called the propulsive firm or industry. What is the mean by this propulsive firm or the industry? The industry where they have two type of linkage. One is internal, another is external. Let's take a example. Suppose there is an industry A, and industry A is a uh, rubber industry, okay, and the rubber industry needs input from the petrochemical industry, okay. So and when they form this kind of rubber, means there's little bit processing is important. So petrochemical industry is the basis of the rubber industry, and from rubber industry what they have produced, this product has been used as an input for the tire industry. So this rubber industry, they have both the forward linkage and the backward linkage. As because this industries has been influenced the industry like different other industries, this has played a very important role for the development. And these propulsive firms, when through the forward linkage, if more supply can come, if people get more production, if they get the raw material at a very least cost, then what happened, the production cost will be less for this propulsive industry, and as a result they can sell their product in a very least cost. And due to this reason, their production cost is less but the price is less, and due to this reason the demand will be higher. In this way they have got a huge opportunity to increase their sale, and when their sale is increased, as a result there is a chance the industry will be expanded, okay. So in this way the propulsive industry may have got a little bit better advantage in comparison to other industries in case of expansion and development. So in this way, Parox has tried to put the concept of the propulsive industry and why this propulsive industry, if it is set up in a particular area, why it has played a very important role, why people are getting more interested to invest in this industry and why they are flourishing. This is one of the reasons that if you see that in India, where we have this kind of propulsive industry, like if I'm talking about IT nowadays, if you see the process of urbanization or series of urbanization in India, you can find that where the IT industries is set up, this has become a very important era of the like region of the development. The reason is that the IT industries, they needs raw materials. The raw materials is such a case that they needs good labor, skilled labor actually. And as because nowadays there are so many engineering colleges open up and they can get this skilled labor very easily, and they're very much easily available in our country. They can pay them in comparison to other IT industries in other sector of the world. We have seen that in India IT employees are not paid so much, so that reason their production cost is less, but what they have produced they can sell it in like everywhere, like in now, like we are in the era of online era, so everywhere we need that software. Now the application software, we need this kind of product, we need the customer care service, everything. So this IT industry actually has the number of forward linkages. So in this way, as because the backward linkages which they have regarding the source of the raw material and skilled labor, they have to spend less, and they have to their production cost is less, but their demand is very high. The product, finished product which they have produced, in their profit is so much in the high, is so high. So that reason people are investing more and more nowadays. New firm is coming up. So now the situation is quite different because due to COVID-19, but this discussion is totally based on the general scenario. So this is the kind of concept of propulsive industry. So suppose you think a new IT industry is a setup, it's a propulsive industry by nature. And with this one, like in when it's come to Kolkata, suddenly it started to expand it. Like if you go now you can see that in the Rajarhat there are few sectors, there are few parts in Rajarhat where there are small hubs, like not the small, the biggest one is there. They have another sub hubs in Rajarhat, and few industries like small farms of ITs they are also set up in few parts of extended Kolkata. So in this way, what happened, this propulsive industry expanded the region of the influences. And this is one of the important thing he has mentioned, as because all the industries do not have the character of this propulsive industry, there's a chance that where these things industries has come, this region can be developed in a better sense and the zone of influence will be expanded at a rapid rate. But when it's come to the like industry something else, and when it's come to the idea of region, like how the region has been influenced by this idea or this growth pole model. Means growth pole means when there is a particular space, a particular point, this become a growth pole where the propulsive industry started, and depending on this growth pole suddenly the development expanded. So this is the idea of the primary idea of paradox. But Boudville, he is the person who has put up this idea of paradox into the regional context. What he has said, that there are, as because the industry is a part of urbanization. Actually, first the firm is come, the propulsive firm is come, the propulsive firm is come under the propulsive industry, and the propulsive industry has a connection with the urbanization process. In this way the whole region is modified, and I could say is influenced by the setup of this propulsive industry. He's talking about the external economics. External economics means like when a firm is come, they have some internal economics, like they have the source of labor, they have the raw materials, they have the capital, these issues are there. But this is very internal to the firm. But beside this internal economics, they have some external economic also, like when these firms are situated or set up in an industrial area where there are so many this kind of industries, like farms are there, then they get the facility of the agglomeration. And when the agglomeration facilities is there, suddenly so many costs are decreased. So there is a huge chance when this propulsive firm get a chance to come under the propulsive industrial area, it will furnish. And so this is the external economics of the firm. But this kind of facilities become the internal economics of the industry. But when this kind of industries happen, this the advantages of agglomeration is the internal issue of the industry, but they have a connection with the urbanization, because when this type of things has come up, it has given emphasis on the, like when there is a good industrial area is set up or is started to like expanded, suddenly some additional structural formation is also going there. Means they are going, the people are investing more for the basic needs, like their set up different kinds of offices, economic administrative offices should be there, shops should be there, schools should be there, medical should be there. So in this way what happened, though this is not the internal part of the industry, but as they are connected with the urbanization, their external economics somehow modify the urbanization process. In this way, depending, first it start with the firm, then it's become an industry, and then it start to define the meaning of the urbanization for a particular region. In this way, as this growth pole has been started, as this propulsive industrial concept is there, it has somehow influenced the whole development scenario for a region. But I'm telling, this growth pole is not very much a good concept for the regional development, because sometimes it has been found that the development should only concentrated in those places, and somehow it has totally opposite the equilibrium of the regional development. So from here we can get an idea that how the simple industry or simple firm has influenced the industrial process, and how industrial process has influenced the urbanization process and through the regional development process. But again, I repeat, growth pole theory is not so much good because it has always influenced the unequal or regional disparity. So it's better that whenever this kind of firm is set up, we have to think that it shouldn't be concentrated in particular area. Rather, we have to think how we can expand the boundary, how this kind of facility should be expanded throughout the places. But in India, we are all facing this kind of problems as because our concentration of industries is found in a particular area. I hope that you people understand. I have planned to make this discussion on Bengali also. Very soon you get this video. Thank you so much.